And good morning. Welcome to Wake Up St. Louis MeTooMusic Sunday morning show. A beautiful day that the Lord has made. A day we have never, ever in life, never, ever. I say it every week. I mean it more every week than I did the week before. We've never, ever seen Sunday, February the 19th, 2023, not one day in our lives. Never. Have never witnessed it. Never opened our eyes up to it. We have never taken a breath ever in Sunday, in this day, in the midst of this day. We've never, ever taken a breath during this moment, this second in time, and we'll never, ever do it again. That breath you just took is gone forever, can't get it back. Every day that we wake up, we're closer and closer to the day that we get to meet the Lord. So take advantage of the time that you have here. I'm just grateful to be here. Man, I don't know how I ended up going all the way there. Got tongue-tied. Anyway, it's a beautiful day that the Lord has made. I am rejoicing, and I am glad in it. Let's speak to some people this morning. Let's see. I want to say good morning to my brother, my boy, Pastor Stephen G. Thompson II, Leonard Missionary Baptist Church, the new Leonard Missionary Baptist Church, my boy. My nephew, Darion D. What up, D? Miss Lakeisha Garcia, Miss Lakeisha Ward, good morning. One and only my boy, Pastor Alfonso Fonzito Harry. Okay, now you want to join us. Come on in. That's my committee woman coming in late, y'all. You sit right here, dying out of town today.
I was at the door. Wake up, St. Louis.
I don't be knowing she fussing. Y'all welcome my committee woman. Now, we finally get to do this live on the radio. Look who the lightest is.
Oh, we got it.
Y'all can tell.
Today is St. Louis.
Get your headphones. Get your mic. Let this up if you need to. Unscrew it. I'm going to mute you for a minute. Yeah, let it up so you don't have to bend down too far into it. Do what you got to do. Oh, man, y'all welcome my committee woman to the building, to the room. The one and only committee woman, Yolanda Yancey. Let me see. We right about the same, though.
No.
But on camera, you look lighter. Anyway, y'all welcome her to the show. Who else we got? Alfonso Fonzito Harry, my boy, Pastor Fonzito. On Sundays, he's pastor. On Mondays, he is DJ Fonzito. CJ Fonzito. Good morning. Sister Brenda Roan, good morning. Raytina Robinson, great morning. My mama.
What you say about my mama?
Good morning, mama. Good morning and good morning. Lady Deborah Mingo, good morning. Did my wife call you yesterday? I sent her the number. Tell me so I can fuss at her this morning live on the radio. Bobby C. Bobby Connor, good morning. My sister cuz, Nakia King, good morning. Jesse? Jesse Prather, what up, Jesse? He says, what up, fellas, representing Solomon's. He called you a fella. He says, what up, fellas, representing Solomon's Temple Church, 5569 Page Bishop James and Lady Linda Holloway. Thank you for sharing, my sister cousin Nakia. My wife, who is here with me today. That almost never happens. Good morning, baby. She had to set up for some stuff for church today. Evangelist Margaret Peggy Brown, Sister Peggy, good morning. Alma French, that's twin of my girl, my sister, Erna French, mother of my twin, Levi, good morning. Chuck King, Kingly Designs, good morning. Sister Pat Jackson, representing BFAC, good morning. Joey Oscar, what up, Joey? Good morning. You get one of these. Where is it? I don't see it. It's the only drum I got on here. Christopher Cook, Flip, good morning, Chris, my boy. One and only Justin Shaw Sr., my boy. Good morning, MeTooMusic's own. Jeff J. Hopgood, good morning. Tanya Jackson, my big sister, good morning. Joy L. Good morning. Major Terrell, Major Scale TV, what up, Major? Good morning. Lady Karen Robinson, top of the morning to you on this beautiful, 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 beautiful day. Much love to you today. Dee Dee Diddles King, good. Is that my niece? I can't see your profile. Oh, that is Dantrielle. I see you put your last name in there. Why don't you change your Facebook profile? You only been married, what, 2 years now? 2 years. It's time to change your last name on your profile. I think it's going to work, Dantrielle. I think you in it for the long haul. Go on, change that. Reverend Elder Minister Anthony Wiggins, Uncle Wig says, great morning, MeTooMusic morning show, and H-Town. Sister Brenda Allen also represents BFAC. Good morning. Dr. Deborah Davis Holmes, the legend. Whew, I'm breathing hard. Good morning. She says, good morning, and what a wonderful day it is. Thank God for waking us up this morning. I heard of 5 deaths of friends on yesterday. Wow. So I'm grateful to be alive. God bless you all. I love you all. My cousin, Shanita Rollins. Good morning, cuz. Good morning, and good morning. Don in the building.
Father.
Well, not in the building, but you know what I mean.
I got you. I'm holding you down, Don. I got you, sir.
Not if you don't talk in that mic.
I am talking in the mic.
Nah, you got to get up on it. It's clean. Get up. I'm going to turn you up a little bit.
There we
Go on, scoot up all the way. There we go. Pastor Irene Stockett, good morning. Miss Denise Jackson, that's a regular.
That's St. Louis Gospel.
Oh, man. Who else we got? Thank you, Reverend Elder Anthony Wiggins for sharing. Scooter Lamont. What up, Scooter? Scoot. Man, Scooter tore it up last week.
Oh, my God.
He and Tamika.
Yes.
They tore it up last week.
Thank you all for making my Super Bowl halftime wonderful.
There we go. We brought Jesus into your life. Did you get saved?
I was saved again. Thank you, Lord.
Deacon Victor Jordan says, good morning, MeTooMusic Morning Show crew. Represent Grady Grace Church, Bishop Larry Owen, First Lady Nina Jones. Have a blessed day. I've been enjoying Vic, Lady Rochelle, and Lele. Get to see them every Monday at the skating rink. They come every Monday. My Auntie Debbie. Good morning to my Auntie Debbie and my Uncle Mustafa. Top of the morning. Let me see. He says, oh, snap, major scale. TV Major Terrell says, Pastor King got Tisha Campbell on the show. You do look like Tisha Campbell.
No, I do.
Do people ever tell you that?
No, never.
Well, now yes you do. Now they told you. Thank you, Major. I will forever.
So we got the Martin episode when Tisha came on the radio station. Now we on that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. Thank you, Major.
Pastor Sheldon Johnston, good morning. Let me see. Did Vic speak again? He sure did. Your phone repeated the whole message. Sister Jaquita Sumner, good morning. Okay, who else we got?
Everybody, jump on.
My fam still talking about the big game halftime show. That's Jeff J. Hum Hopgood. Justin said she do. Talking about you. I know he's talking about you.
That's because I've slimmed up a little bit, so I might be changing.
Tate, what up, Sean Tate, my boy, sister pastor. That's Pastor Tate, Rehoboth Christian Ministry. He's preaching this morning. Lady Terry Anderson, mother of the future Dr. Tiandra Bland, and Lady Angela R. Davenport. That's a legend.
I was with her Friday night.
Where were y'all? Was she at the thing?
Joseph Hall's 40th birthday party was Friday.
So you
night.
were busy Friday.
I've been busy
because you went to the Impact Church event too, right?
Yep, we were at the Jazz Museum with the Gospel Music Hall of Fame and the Blues.
Yeah.
Museum. Yeah, I be busy on these streets.
That's what happens when you're a committee woman. We're gonna talk to her today about all of this. Kevin Kelly, what up, Kim?
Kevin!
What up, Kim? Good morning. All right, we got the one and only, y'all, committee woman, Yolanda Yancey in the building. We're not gonna pay no bills. We're about to listen to some music real quick. Then we're gonna come back and talk to her. Pastor Tina Grimes, good morning. Jocelyn Grinston, my big sister, good morning. And to my nephew, Yakeem, and my niece, Mariah, good morning. She said she shared the show too. Thank you. Let's play some music.
We're helping you get ready to go praise the Lord
on Wake Up St. Louis MeTooMusic Morning Show.
Come on, DJ. Hit me with another track.
Oh, yeah. This is my new jam right here, boy. This is LaToya Sharon. That's my God. Somebody tag Toya. Let her know we playing her. Carlson Edwards, good morning. Woo, that's my God. I'm going to mute it because I'm going to sing over the whole song. Fact checker, Pastor Craig Edwards.
There's a method to the madness. You gotta trust and believe him. For your life, he has a plan, yeah. His thoughts are higher than ours. Don't try to figure him out.
Yep.
Just let him do what he do. Believe in the fact that he loves you. Never seen
Michelle Hamilton, what up, Shell?
Nervous, he begging for bread. All of my needs, he supplies them. I have no reason to doubt everything is wrong, but I'm standing strong. That's my God. When I should be down, I just look around. Oh yeah, that's my God. Supplies all my needs, takes care of me. That's my God.
Yep.
He just be showing out, watch him work it out. Oh yeah, that's my God. That's my God. That's my God. Oh yeah, that's my God. That's my God. That's my God. Oh yeah, that's my God. He'll never fail you. He will never let you down, no. And even when you don't agree with him, he reminds you he is God, yeah.
Sing, Toya.
His thoughts are higher than ours.
Yep.
Don't try to figure him
Miss Felicia Metcalf.
Just let him do what he do.
Good morning.
Even the fact that he loves you. Never
Deborah
seen the
Casimir.
righteous forsaken.
Good morning.
Nor is he begging for bread.
Future Dr. Bland.
My needs, he supplies them.
Yep.
I have no reason to die.
Yeah.
When everything is wrong, but I'm standing strong.
That's my God. My Auntie Diane, good morning.
I should be down, I just look around. Yeah, that's my God. Supplies all my needs, takes care of me. That's my God. He just be showing out, watch him work it out. Oh yeah, that's my God. That's my God. That's my God. Oh yeah, that's my God. That's my God. That's my God. Oh yeah, that's my God. He'll never fail you. He will never ever fail you. Trust and believe him. Trust and believe in his word. He'll never fail you.
Yeah, yeah.
He'll never fail you. Trust and believe.
Raymondo Liberto, all the way in Italy. Good morning.
When everything is wrong, but I'm standing
Brother Justin
strong.
Gilmore, that's my God.
When I should be down, I just look around.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's my God.
That's right, that's right.
Supplies all my needs, takes care of me. That's my God. He just
Yep.
be showing out, watch him work it out. Oh yeah, that's my God. That's my God. That's my God.
Oh yeah, that's my God.
That's my God. That's my God.
Hey.
Oh yeah, that's my God. That's my God. That's my God.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that's my God. That's my God. That's my God. Oh yeah,
That's my God.
That's my God. That's my God. Oh yeah, that's my God.
Yep.
That's my trust and believe him. Oh yeah, that's my God. That's my God. That's my God. Oh yeah, that's my God. That's my trust and believe.
Kimberly Moore Saddlefield, good morning.
Oh yeah, that's my God.
Represent B-Fact. Oh, that's my jam right there, y'all. That's my God.
I like that.
That's my God by LaToya Sharon. That is. Yeah, I was gonna put the camera on you so we can hear your phone too.
My version.
Want to hear your version? She DJing this morning. The one and only, the Ella's in the building. He says, "Good morning, everyone. Greetings from the staff at Shirley's Kitchen."
It's weather, traffic, and other info. Weather, traffic, and other info on Wake Up St. Louis. Wake Up St. Louis.
It is currently 42 degrees in the St. Louis metropolitan area. Today's high will be 60 degrees. Low overnight is 38 degrees. Forecast today is sunshine and a few clouds with a 1% chance of rain. Don't forget, y'all, stop what you're doing right now. Stop everything you're doing. Share the show. Let the world know I got the committee woman.
Yes.
One of the only few people in all of the St. Louis area who is lighter than me.
That is a
And
falsehood.
absolutely,
That is a falsehood. And
absolutely
untruth.
love
God
that.
is not pleased with that.
She is lighter than. I mean, look on screen.
I'm looking at the screen.
glowing over there.
I'm rather tan this morning.
Nah, I'm not glowing. You glowing.
That's that tan.
Evangelist Latricia Pookie Brown.
morning,
Good
Pookie.
morning. My big brother, Joel Grinston, Minister Joel Grinston, top of the morning. Oh, man. Okay. Stop what you're doing. Share the show. Don't forget, Wake Up St. Louis is powered by MeTooMusic's The Voice, the 24/7 online station giving a voice to St. Louis area gospel. To hear all of this music we play here every weekend, plus more, just visit MeTooMusic.com. That's MeTooMusic.com. And to purchase a lot of this music plus more, click on the source while at MeTooMusic.com. That's MeTooMusic.com. And to keep up with all of these announcements and flyers, click on the Me Too Music Minute, hosted by our own, the future Dr. Tiandra Bland, while at the MeTooMusic.com. Y'all, please be sure to follow us on our social media, all of it. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram at MeTooMusic. That's at MeToo Music. Also, don't forget to follow us on Twitter, at MeTooMusic. Don't forget to follow us and like us and share us on Facebook. Levi MeTooMusic King. If you're over there on the YouTube side, be sure to subscribe to us and click the notification bell so you will know when we go live. Also, click that thumbs up button. If you're on YouTube right now, click it. Click it right now. It looks like this. Just click the button. Click that button. Subscribe to us over there. Click that notification bell so you'll know every time we go live. Like last week when we did the Big Game Gospel Halftime Show. If you subscribe to us, you got the alert. Bishop A.L. Jones, good morning. Greg Davis, Pastor Greg Davis, my God brother. Good morning. So also click that thumbs up button. Please be sure to follow us on them all. Facebook's copyright policies have really kicked into hyperspeed, and they now mute most of the music we play. So be sure to subscribe to us on YouTube and listen to the replays there so you don't hear them with the muted music. Want to say thank you to every single person, every single one of y'all once again, for joining us last week, for sharing the show, for commenting on the Big Game Gospel Halftime Show. We had a lot of fun. It was good to see Scooter and Tamika step out and do their thing.
They reached down.
Didn't they do it?
They reached down and reached back and came back for air and then killed us again.
Man.
Oh, my goodness.
Man, I mean, that's all I can say. Mm-hmm. So thank every one of y'all. We couldn't have done it. It wouldn't have been successful without you all, and you all helped us to make it successful because we wouldn't have had anybody to sing to and share the message, share a message of hope and a message of love through gospel music, the message of Jesus Christ. Wouldn't have had anybody if you all weren't here. So thank you. Thank y'all some more. Pastor Tory Anthony.
Tory, good morning.
I went to high school with him. Didn't we ride? I think we rode the same bus all 4 years. Well, not you were a year behind me, so not all 4 years, but 3 years. Pastor Tory Anthony. Yep, he went to VAP. He went. Yep. Look at that. Let me play some shout music right here. Somebody put your hands together.
That is
Somebody lift those hands. If you love them.
That's your friend.
He says, my brother too is light, but the committee woman is lighter.
That is not true.
Oh.
It's the light. The light is so bright. It's shining. God
got the
is
same
shining.
light. Same light.
No.
Same
Studio
light.
light.
The secretary in the building.
Hi, I'm the secretary.
Good morning. Miss Sharon Webb Steele, top of the morning to you.
Those that love me are going to tell the truth. Like Pastor Tory Anthony, I'm going to hold him accountable for the truth this morning.
Let me see. He ain't said nothing yet.
Yes, he did.
He said, yes, sir, talking about VAP.
He said, he going to say it.
Terrence Price, what up, Terrence?
Terry.
Good morning, man. He said, turn the lights off. I bet y'all will glow in the dark.
Terrence Darnell is in the building.
Oh, man. Evangelist Rhoda Hicks, good morning, and good morning. Hey, since you all were the ones that really did it, y'all take the time. Let's acknowledge a great birthday we had this weekend in the St. Louis area.
Oh, my goodness. February the 17th, 100 years celebrating Lady Ethel Foster. Her birthday was on the 17th, and we are going to celebrate her really big. She just wanted better weather, so they took her out to dinner, and she had a good time, and people all over the country were, sending messages through us and Facebook and everything, and she's so excited. So we are excited to even have that legend around us. We inducted her back in the winter. I think it was back in December, November. Yeah, it was December the 10th. We had an event over at the History Museum where we inducted 3, and Lady Foster was one of the inductees for the Gospel Music Hall of Fame. She was one of our very first ones.
Lady Ethel Foster, happy
birthday. Was here to get her flowers while she was here.
That's what I'm talking about. It only took y'all 100 years to do it.
100 years. Way before we were even thought of.
Happy birthday!
Talisha Marie Boyd, my cousin, good morning. Darius Chapman, my cousin, good morning. Don said, let me put an end to this light skin thing. He said, tied for first. Yeah, I'm telling you.
No,
we are. Look at that.
No.
We are.
I'm so mocha over here. Y'all don't even understand. Wow. It's okay.
There's a disease when women look in the mirror and they think they're big, but they're skinny. Is that anorexia?
They what?
Yeah, when they look in the mirror, they think they're big, but they're actually like bones.
I've never
I think
had
that's
that
anorexia.
I'm starting to get that experience now.
Anorexia.
For years, I had the fat girl vision, so when you start losing weight, you don't see it. Well, so people, you smaller, you smaller.
You got the anorexic eyes of skin color. Because you definitely eye anorexic. That's what you are. Man. Yep. He said, Sister Sunshine, you shining this morning.
Tory.
That's Tory. That's Pastor Tory Anthony said that.
my phone gonna be on mute all week.
Don say, nope, Yogi, you vanilla. Absolutely.
Almond Joy.
Absolutely. Y'all join us tomorrow. Don't forget to join us tomorrow. We're going to be at the skating rink. Committee woman been saying she coming. Mm-hmm. And was that her or was that Monica that said
Monica
we should
probably.
partner up and
Or
do
G-Mon.
something? Y'all should come on out.
Good morning, Monica R. Butler. She's probably at Shalom City of Peace doing a media ministry right now, but I'm sure she's watching. We're going to come to the skating rink.
We there
coming.
every Monday. Lonzo, what's up, Lonzo Shaw? Zoe Shaw, good morning. He says, good morning. Hey, Yogi.
What's good? Good morning.
Charles A. Barrage, Bauer Age. Good morning, Barrage. Charles Barrage, good morning. Yep, we're there every Monday, y'all, so don't forget, we'll be there tomorrow. Miss Jacqueline Tyler.
Jackie Tyler.
Top of the morning. That ain't Pastor Jacqueline Tyler, is it? Pastor
Jackie.
Jacqueline Tyler. Good morning. So we'll be there tomorrow from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Skate King at Kenneland. So y'all join. Look at Alvin. And it ain't even 8 o'clock yet.
Morning. Good
There go my boy. My boy.
They are.
Oh. Man, I be happy every time I see you now. I don't get to see you as much now.
Pastor Bishop.
Let me mute her. Man. Look at Quinn in here before 8 o'clock. Boy, I ain't never seen you before 8 o'clock. Ever, probably in life. Good morning. I got the one and only, y'all, my boy, Pastor Stephen G. Thompson. Yeah, right here. Ain't no welcome to the show for you. Really more so why y'all late. That's the. I had a feeling last night when I talked to you I was gonna see you this morning. I was like, nah. He got to teach Sunday school now.
Not this week.
He got to fuss at people for where they park.
Yeah,
you know why I should have known you was gonna be here? Because Shell was on here early.
I thought you was gonna say because I didn't write the whole share thing.
Oh, you sure didn't. I didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
That didn't even kick in.
Yes, sir, Doc.
Did I speak to Marla? Yes, sir, Doc.
Yeah, you did.
Yes.
Good morning,
Marla.
Man, see, I didn't want to give this. Well, I'll get that later. So real quick, let me do this first. Let me do this first.
It's time to play your game.
We get a woman's side of the view. A woman's view this morning. One has to go.
Oh, here we go.
These are female actresses. Let's start with the lady in the room first, Alvin. Cameron Diaz.
Shut up.
Jennifer Aniston. Julia Roberts. One has to go. Cameron Diaz, Jennifer Aniston, Julia Roberts. And tell us why that person has to go that you choose to get off this list.
Cameron Diaz.
Why does she have to go?
Because Jennifer, I've watched more of her movies and things, and then
I just watched The Breakup with her and Vince Vaughn.
Yeah.
That's a funny movie.
Yeah, Cameron Diaz. Even though I did, like her work as well.
Yeah. So Julia Roberts is off your list, huh?
No, she's not off my list.
No,
Cameron Diaz is.
No, what I'm saying is, so Julia Roberts is because you never even brought her name up. That means she's an absolutely must stay,
Yeah,
right?
she got to stay.
Okay. What about y'all?
Since I became a pastor, I don't play games.
He just speeds. He just speeds as a pastor.
I'm sure he rode up on this parking lot.
He 45 minutes in the game.
Past me.
I did.
Yes.
Bless you. You had something on it. You had a hitch.
He said, bless you.
Bless you, Doc.
Bless you, Doc.
15 minutes in.
Miss Penny, good morning. Snoopy,
good morning.
Eric Tyler, good morning. Fact checker says, bye Cameron Diaz. She has been out of it for some time. But I heard,
Thank you,
because she
fact checker.
retired. But I heard somebody just brought her out of retirement. She just filmed a movie with one of our big stars. I forgot who it was, though. Was it The Rock? Was it Kevin Hart? I forgot. Whoever it was just brought out of retirement to do a new movie that's coming out this year. Wow. Oh, man.
Well, I'm glad that you even brought that up because I'm going to say good morning to Film Camp USA right here in St. Louis that we have children that we service every summer.
Talk about it.
And that we are currently enrolling the last couple of years through the Butler Group, through Monica R. Butler. We have young people from all over the region, including the Boot Hills of Missouri. So they go through an 8-week training.
What'd you say, the who of Missouri?
The Boot Hills of Missouri.
That ain't what I thought you said, but go ahead, keep going.
You will not Donnie Rice me today. But through the Boot Hills of Missouri, and we have them come for 8 weeks in the summertime, and then at the end of the summer camp, we have a big red carpet. The first year we were at the Chase Park Plaza. Last year we had camp at the UMSL campus, so it was at the Two Hill Center. And this year, summer camp will be at the St. Louis University campus. So we're growing and getting bigger and better.
Man.
We're doing some big things in the area. So if you have young people who are interested in media, all things film, we have those openings.
Right before the pandemic, Lady Monica Butler brought some of her students by the city and gave them a tour, and we talked video stuff, showed them the facility, all of that. She was doing the film camp that summer. Yes, sir, Doc Grice. Good
What's going on, Nick?
morning. Good morning. Yeah. So while we talking about other things that's happening and that you got going on, so yesterday I talked to you. You said you were just, is there something we could talk about the prom dresses? You were talking about you were just leaving, the girls were getting fitted. Talk about what's happening with that.
Okay, so I have my hands in a lot of things, but on Wednesday, February the 22nd, which is a wonderful day to be born, we will be wonderful day to be born. Between 4:30 and 6:30, I have a partnership with the Hawthorne Leadership School for Girls here in St. Louis, and so a couple of the young ladies that will be hosting with me. There's a lady, her name is Tracy Osley, wonderful lady.
Man, Tracy Osley.
Yeah,
light skin. Dog.
She's caramel.
I was just playing. But you
Tracy
say you caramel, so
I'm mocha.
you said you go ahead.
She has a program called Caring Mothers, and what we did last year was that we were able to provide free prom dresses to young ladies who were either having, situations, pandemic situations, economic, whatever. If you just needed a prom dress, you could come and we could definitely get you ready for prom. So this year we're doing it again. And on yesterday, the young ladies that are going to host with me were able to get dresses for the event that we're having on Wednesday at 4:30 at Hawthorne School. So we're having a women in history experience. So a lot of times, we hear of all the big name politicians and the big name folks that are around, but I'm trying to figure out a different word than unsung, but those that are definitely in the trenches working every day like myself, who may not necessarily get that light and that shine, we're going to acknowledge, but we got some heavy.
When I get all the applause.
It's all flesh. All flesh. But those that are actually doing the work, so we have some big name young ladies that are definitely Dr. Kendra Holmes from Affinia Healthcare. She will be with us. The CEO and president of Annie Malone, Keisha Lee, will be with us. We have a young lady that has a major position with United Airlines, Rakisha. She's from Chicago. She'll be in. And so, of course, your elected officials and everybody that's around, Monica Butler, the Butler Group, Gospel Music Hall of Fame founders, there's 4 church girls. We'll be there. So we got a lot. I'm excited because I'm a real big pusher of the youth. And so we have a youth philanthropist that will be there. And that's
a good word.
That's Dr. Kanidra's daughter, Legacy Jackson. If you see Legacy's resume, it's about 15 pages long. I think she's 13.
Yeah.
Wow.
She's a beast. She's an entrepreneur. She's been doing stuff since she was 5 hours old.
I said her people go to my church.
Really?
Yeah. Legacy will be on as well.
She got she has a not-for-profit.
Yep, she just literally was on Drew Barrymore's show because she gave $15,000 to Gateway 180.
I seen that.
So she's on.
She's from St. Louis?
Yeah, she's from St. Louis. She's born and raised. That's Core Union's own. Let's go.
Wow.
So she'll be there. She's at Shalom, but yeah.
You always shouting out Core Union. Do you still go to the convention?
I still? There is Dr. Thomas Andrew Dorsey. There is Bishop Kenneth Moles. There is President Dr. Mary Beth Elaine Gentry. I know she's probably watching. And then there is Yogi.
Please rise.
All right. Come on. She ain't even here yet. We're just doing an honor of we even say her name, we got to rise.
I love the National Convention of Gospel Choirs and Choruses. There will be convening at the end of July this year in New Orleans. So if you all want to go. And then I cannot not acknowledge the Choir Leaders of St. Louis under the president of Jacoby Tweedy Howard and yours truly. So, yeah, we still go every year. We still take young people. We have scholarships and everything.
Wow. Okay, so I skipped a little bit. Going back to, you said this event is happening this Wednesday?
Wednesday.
Where is it?
It is at the Hawthorne School for Girls. It's actually 1901 North Kings Highway, right next to Woles Community Center.
And does anybody get to come or what?
Everyone is welcome, men, women, children. The school itself is free. The school itself services middle school and high school young lady. So our scholars are definitely doing some work over there, and I'm glad to be in partnership with them.
You know what? This it's a half a joke, but it's serious too. I just would have never thought all these years. How do I say that in a non-insulting, offensive way?
That light-skinned people would really be doing it.
Thank you.
Just Yogi.
Just Yogi.
After Al, be sure.
Right.
You thought it was over.
I thought it was Christopher Williams. I was like, they done.
Faith Evans is still holding on and doing her thing.
You know how sometimes you see people all the time and you just really never know what's going on in the inner workings of their mind and their heart. And so to see her passion now, her drive, what she does nowadays, it's good to see. That's all I was saying.
No, that's definitely. You're doing a lot.
Thank you.
Yes, you are.
It just kind of ended up. It kind of fell into my lap. I'm a social worker by trade, so I've been out in the streets
God
working with the
bless
families
your heart.
for years. And so those families knew me. And what happened was, the committee woman that was in a position, she passed, and she happened to be, younger. And I started getting phone calls that night. It was like, "Yo, can you look at this?" And I'm like, "I'm not a politician."
Wow.
And that my mother. I can tell it now. My mother was in a coma at the time. That's when COVID hit. So she was in a coma for 18 days. And while that was going on, I went and signed up to run for office.
I thought you did it before COVID.
No, it was 2020.
2020.
How well do I
what
remember?
month?
August the 4th, 2020 is when I got elected.
Yogi,
that
I
month.
thought we were at the city when it seems like I remember you talking about that. When I was in the, okay, go ahead. You know better than me.
2020, that's when it happened. It was in the middle of COVID. I couldn't do, the typical fundraisers and all of that. They didn't even allow us out to go knock doors until that June. So I only had like a month and a half to get out there and do. And I ran against an incumbent, and I also ran against a young lady who had just ran for the alderman's position 6 months prior. And so my numbers were so high. I'm like, okay, God, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Because when I left the board of elections, I walked out and I was like, what did I just do? My mom in the hospital. I got a son as a senior in high school next year and all this. And man.
So he's out of high school now.
That grown man is a sophomore in college.
Wow. I remember that boy was a little bitty boy.
Everybody's like the pumpkin seat and the hats. And
wow. So tell me this, because some of us, Pastor Steve asked me to ask this because he didn't know. What's the difference between a committee woman and an alderman?
The committee person and the alderpersons actually are at City Hall doing legislation. So they writing bills and things like that. The committee persons in a nutshell do all the work. So, well, for me, that's why my title came up. My slogan is doing the work, because I'm more so in the community. I work one-on-one with the families and those that have, complaints, ideas, things of that nature. So I'm more one-on-one with my family.
I always thought that was the job of the alderman, the alderperson, the alderwoman, That's what I thought.
The views that are expressed on this.
Let me go hit that.
The views expressed on this program are not necessarily
Miss Maxine Gibson. Good morning, Miss Maxine Gibson. Somebody else just joined us. Ronald Pritchard, my little brother. Good morning. Somebody else I'm going to speak to real quick because I want to continue that conversation. Let me see. Who else? Pastor Tina Grimes is tagging the right people. That's what I'm talking about. Miss Sonia Waters, good morning.
Sonia, Rapture's in the building.
Tony Towns, that's C-Note Entertainment. Good morning. My big cuz, Stephen Kimbrough Sr., good morning. Somebody else joined us. Lady Esther Jones, Liberty Community Worship Center, good morning. Yep, so, yeah, that's what I always thought. I thought the alderwoman was the one in the streets. But you know what I based that off of? Y'all remember Fred, Mr. Fred something? He was the alderman on Good Times. Yeah.
The alderman, balderman.
Yeah, alderman. Yeah.
You talking about Dwayne Daddy?
Good Times.
Oh, Good Times.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, what you talking about?
Dwayne Daddy was
Oh no, he was on What's Happening.
What's Happening.
And I don't know if he was he an alderman? I know he was running for something.
I think he was trying to run for, I forget the episode. Either he was running for,
I remember that episode because Dwayne was kissing the girl behind the door. Yeah. They closed the office. Yeah, that was a good episode.
That was before I was
born. But Fred, what's his name? Fred White on there, the alderman. Tracy White, good morning. I went to school with her too. So the committee person, you got the alderman.
Boots on the ground, in the trenches every day.
Give us the hierarchy in office.
No, watch
city government.
Here we go.
No, do it this way. Start from the mayor down and talk about, the positions that are elected and then the ones, the ones that you have to be voted in for and the ones that get elected
That's
by
good.
the officials,
Come on.
like your city manager.
That's going into a whole city management is
it's never
different.
been taught. It's not taught in school. People don't know the structure of that whole thing. Go ahead.
I'm just a bill. I'm only a bill lesson in 3 minutes. Okay. It starts with our city mayor.
Mm-hmm.
We have a board of aldermen president. We have our board of aldermen. Okay.
How many aldermen are there on in
Currently,
the city of St. Louis?
until after
with an S.
aldermen with 7 S's, there are currently 28 because there are 28 wards. However, due to the props that were brought up before, so now after the April election, and I just want to put that out there that we have to vote twice. Make sure that you vote twice. The March 6th election, and then also in April. You have to come back and vote for those same candidates again. It'll be the top 2 in April, but everybody is running for that March one. So after that, where did I leave you off at?
The president of the aldermen.
The aldermen.
The aldermen.
The alderman. Then you got
with the S.
then you have your committee people. Mine was an elected position, but it's unpaid. So that's where the difference comes in. That yes, we do a lot of work, and
So you actually you doing
you
this
have
for
to
real?
have
Like
a zest and a love, and really, really be deep into it. Me personally, and I've known my committee persons down through the years. I was raised up under my grandparents were big into politics, so I was that little kid that was at the elections on election day. And the last
Makes
one that
sense.
I worked up under was Ernestine Hill. She was our committee woman for a number of years, and so I kind of watched them.
Erna Berner, good morning.
Good morning,
She
Erna.
said you look awesome.
Thank
Do
you,
I look
Erna.
awesome, Erna?
Erna,
Erna, I sent you this whole long text this week, and you just sent me like a thank you, like a thumbs up.
That means she didn't read it.
she went right on past that.
Thanks. You can't go wrong with a thumb ever.
She said K.
Man.
So that's the nutshell of it. And then you, of course, you have your city government.
What about city manager? You never talked about.
Because that's not really up under my city manager.
Is it true that the city manager really has just as much, if not a little more authority than the mayor? Or does it depend on
Don't
where
get
you
her
are?
in trouble. Oh.
The views that are expressed.
Let's not talk about your municipality. Let's talk about across America.
America, so everybody, it's a little bit different. Because even with city politics, we have those that are assistant. We have like Kevin Bailey.
Mm-hmm.
He's working up under the mayor.
I didn't know that. Kevin came skating a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, Kevin is out there. He was out yesterday with the mayor and everything, so he's doing big work
Really?
too behind the scenes. So it's a lot of moving, intricate parts that play a role. City Hall, very seldom. I go down and I do a lot down there, but that's not where I'm at. I'm more so in the neighborhoods and the communities, and that's what I do.
Out in these streets.
Well, we know
I'm
that
on the
if you,
street.
especially because of Wednesday's event coming up, and the fact yesterday you fitting girls for prom dresses who don't have.
Go back to the prom dresses. Are these prom dresses that the girl look like she going
She
to prom?
27.
Or is these the prom dresses where she's going to
Club
a Cardi
Illusion.
B
I
video?
am a advocate of young ladies looking like young ladies.
Okay.
I am a strong advocate of little girls looking like little girls. That's just me. That's how I was raised, and I'm never going to change. And so yesterday, I was so proud. I had actually one young lady, representative from the school, brought her. But the other young lady, her mother brought her. Her mother had been working 18 hours, hadn't had any sleep. She came looking like mama. And we was like, we don't care. But her whole thing was, I want my daughter to look presentable. I want my daughter to look her age, because she was 12, but she's very tall. She's about my height. I didn't know she was 12. She's a middle school student. And when I say she got a dress out of there that looks appropriate, so these dresses.
So they got their dresses yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Oh, they getting hair. They getting a little.
Is that
makeup
something that can
done.
still be done now, or is that over?
We doing the whole prom season. So Miss Tracy does it. So now, and I could put that out there. If you all know any young ladies that need dresses, last year we had a mother who had girls in Arkansas that needed dresses, and the mother was here in St. Louis. She came and tried the dresses on for her daughter because she was around the same size. Like, yeah, wherever the need is, that's where we are. And so we are up at the Demetrius Johnson Foundation Center. That's where we're located, and usually she makes appointments. But yeah, so it's prom season. I want to do something with the boy. I'm a boy mom to the heart, so
Right.
I try to link up with organizations that would suit and boot our fellas as well. So if there are anyone out there that have the suits and the tuxedos and things like that, get at me.
Pastor Andre Down and top of the morning to you. Good morning. I've got to ask you a question. Something I saw last night. Didn't even realize that I could talk to you about this, but I want to, we're going to cut the commercial, pay some bills right back, right quick. We're going to be right back, y'all. Stay tuned, stay locked right after these messages. My big sister, Lady Deborah Hicks, good morning. Did I speak to my boy, my brother, Pastor Andre Down? I did. I just want to speak again. We're going to be right back. We talking to committee woman, Yolanda Yancey. She stole all your thunder.
She's a social worker. She's always gonna steal your
always, because you ain't doing that with just pastoring people.
Before you go to,
she got a whole city.
Watch this. Before you go to commercial, you gotta tell the folks, because you're a social worker. You out there in the streets, right? Mm-hmm. What is the weapon that they give you when you go out?
When I go out,
what's the weapon they give you?
You talking about Yolanda Yancey?
No, I'm talking about the organization itself. What is their quote unquote? Isn't it a whistle?
I don't need a whistle. I've been blessed with these hands, and they are flawless, and they are never changing.
What they give? Isn't it a whistle?
But do they give you one though?
I don't need a whistle.
But did they didn't give you one though?
I've never y'all not listening. I've never ever needed it. Now I did work with an agency that services the worst of the worst as far as the mentally ill, and I had some clients, and so I did have one incident where a gentleman was in my car riding, and he told me that he was, having an onset, and he felt violent, and we were driving, and he's like, I feel like I'm going to hurt you. I can't say his name, Jesus, but I pulled over, and I had a different method that would have been used if it needed to take place.
Yogi said, you can try Jesus,
but never.
But don't try me.
I'm still born and raised on the tracks. Shout out. Shout out to the tracks and the Hold of My boys.
Oh, the Hold of My boys. Wow.
She said Hold of My.
It's time for Random Facts,
Well,
the segment where we give you some of the most useless knowledge that'll make you say, who cares?
Hey, random fact for today. Your funny bone is a nerve. Did you know that?
Is it?
Your funny bone is a nerve.
That makes sense.
This funny bone connects the shoulder to the elbow and also has the ulnar nerve running along it. This nerve is responsible for sensing feelings in the ring and the pinky finger. That's on this hand, though. That's your random fact for today. Hey, y'all stay tuned, stay locked. I am
with the Holy Ghost.
Yes.
The Holy Ghost.
I got my twin sitting next to me. Oh, I am Levi 2 King.
Lighter than
This
me,
is Dr.
King.
Alvin Quinn.
Come on, introduce yourself, light skin.
This is the Forever Fabulous 18th Ward Committee Woman, darker than 2, Yogi Yancey.
With the Holy Ghost.
And my brother.
I thought y'all forgot about me. Y'all was
We
talking
did
about
not.
Yogi.
Yeah, look, all our body language. We all like this. Yeah, Yogi. Come on. I forgot you was here, Doc.
Pastor Steve-O.
Let's go. Boy, good. That boy got it.
Terrible.
Steve.
Oh, man. My cuz, Letitia Green. Look at Rob. Rob, I thought you was just missing church today, not the show. I know he's missing the show.
I know I miss Rob.
Oh,
Robert.
Miss Marilyn, Miss Niecy Hicks.
Did I say something?
Good morning. You know what? I went to high school with Marilyn, too.
When y'all 40th reunion?
This year. It ain't no 40. It's 30. Wait, was that 30? Yeah, this is the 30th year reunion. Yeah, sure is. I went to high school with her too. Look at this, a VAP reunion up in here today. There's a bunch of VAP people here on
Lindbergh, y'all better come on and step up.
Lindbergh, he was part of the bus program.
Right. My cousin Letitia
Luther
Green,
North
good morning. Miss Marquita Denise, top of the morning to you. Stay tuned, y'all. Stay locked. We're going to pay some bills. We'll be right back after these messages. Hey, shout out to everybody who used to mix your cereals. Come on now. You ain't from the hood if you ain't mix your cereals.
You had more than one cereal to mix?
Dude.
Let me see. That's a little urban contemporary.
Y'all were on top. Okay.
She said that's urban contemporary. Man, stay tuned, stay locked. We'll be back.
See, this is why you got to look into food stamps.
I'm going to have to investigate. Y'all living privileged.
That was so clever.
Wake up St. Louis. MeTooMusic Morning Show.
New 80s, 90s throwback single, One More Chance.
One More Chance.
By soulful crooner and MeTooMusic artist Justin Shaw. Justin Shaw. Download it today at The Source at MeTooMusic.com/The Source.
That's METOMusic.com/The Source.
Justin Shaw, One More Chance. Available now.
Available now.
I'm sorry.
Skate King presents Gospel Skate Night. Gospel Skate Night. Gospel Skate Night. On Mondays from 7 to 10 p.m. at Skate King, 2700 Kinlan Avenue, St. Louis, Missouri, 63121. It's for all ages and it's $7 admission. Skate King presents Gospel Skate Night. Gospel Skate Night. Join us.
This is your boy Corn Robinson Jr. I'm tuned in listening to Wake Up St. Louis.
For the best in St. Louis area gospel, Wake Up St. Louis.
I'll never stop
Oh, it is well. It is well. You don't know it. It's time to wake up.
It's time for the inspirational thought of the week.
Right here on Wake Up St. Louis MeTooMusic Morning Show.
The inspirational thought of the week is our journey is much lighter. Thank you, Mama. Mama, thank you, Mama. Thank you, Mama.
For telling the truth.
My mama is a prophet.
Yes, she
didn't even know you was coming.
She knew you were here.
Says our journey is much lighter.
Your journey.
When we don't take the past along for the ride. Our journey is much lighter when we don't take the past. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Along for the ride.
Two is much lighter if we don't take him for the ride. Alone.
See? Because you're a woman. I'm not going to say, shuffle. I ain't going to say it. Plus, you're my committee woman. I'll never. Y'all, this is Toby and Tommy with I Believe right here on Wake Up St. Louis. And I got to ask committee woman a question. Hey.
Today's gonna be a good day. No matter what tries to come my way.
To the base.
The Lord has been so good to me.
Y'all not muted, by the way.
I'm not gonna complain about anything.
You lose your church.
My promises and blessings are on the way sooner than I think.
Thank you, fact checker. That was my point
Always comes through
about the mixed cereal.
and do exactly what he said.
Chris Watkins, Christopher J.
Congratulations. What I believe.
Yeah, I heard about that.
I believe
I was gonna call you. I'm gonna call you. Talk about it.
What the Lord has for me is on the way sooner than I think. Ooh, I believe.
Sing, girls. My Aunt Gwen.
I believe I claim and I receive.
Good morning, Aunt Gwen.
What the Lord has
And Chris.
for me, most definitely is for me. Today is gonna be a good day. No matter what tries to come my way, the Lord has been so good to me.
Yeah, I like that.
I'm not gonna complain about anything. My promises and blessings are on the way sooner than I think.
Okay.
The Lord, He always comes through and do exactly what He said He'll do. That's what I believe. That's what I believe. I believe, I claim, and I receive what the Lord has for
that time of y'all, I believe, right here on Wake Up St. Louis, MeTooMusic Sunday morning show. All right, we got the committee woman in the building. I got to ask her this question. Last night, I'm watching this guy, right? Watching this guy on YouTube. Not gonna call any names. He works in the community.
Call him.
Not local. This is out of state, right?
Totally different. You can say his name.
No, because he's one of those guys that's on the internet. Like he watches stuff. You know what I'm saying? Okay. He pays attention. So he was talking about how he used to dress up. Mm-hmm. And how he used to talk to the kids in the street, right? Mm-hmm. And how he was always doing motivational speaking, and he always wore a bow tie. And he said, so for instance, he said, if a kid is, he said he was in a barbershop one time, and he said this kid was climbing all over the seat, and he said he talked to the young man and was like, hey, look here, young man, you shouldn't be doing this, ... And he said it literally, talking to the man like this, talking to the little kid like this, it was bouncing off of him. Mm-hmm. He said the little boy wasn't paying attention. He said there's this old man in the neighborhood that they all call Pops, who came in and said, hey, boy, what's wrong with your crazy blank blank? Sit your blank 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 down right now. And he said the boy instantly responded and sat down. Mm-hmm. So he said that because he said people questioned his tone, he said he stopped the nice guy image when he realized. He said he was offended when he heard the old man speak to him, but he said he realized the old man got his attention. So now this guy almost seems to be overboard with all of the cussing and how he talks to people. In your experience in the street, because I know it's different from place to place, what's your experience in how the people listen to you? How do the youth really react and receive what's being said? Or do you think that a harsher tone is the way? What's your view on that? So for me, I meet people right where they are. Mm-hmm. And try to make them as comfortable as possible. So sometimes it may be, I don't want to say a change in character, but you got to read your room. Mm. I know for a fact the other day, I'm glad you brought that up. The other day, I work with an organization that's actually in my ward, the Ethical Society of Police, ESOP, with Sergeant Donnie Walters, and they literally he just literally had Sergeant Donnie Walters. That's my boy. So light skin. I'm not gonna do that today. But he literally just had cops and clippers. We had cops and coats last year, but they met at the typical barbershop the other night, and it was so many community people, your everyday guys that were in there, and the conversations that I heard that came up out of there, along with state rep was there. That was different, to have that one-on-one conversation. So you got to meet people, you got to meet kids right where they are. If they in the heat, just like when he came in there with the bow tie and all of that didn't catch him, because that's not what he's used to seeing. That's not what's coming up in his household. I'll keep talking. I'm sorry, I got it. That's not what he's used to seeing. So I don't know. I've never gone to that extreme. Would I go to that extreme? It depends on the situation. I've seen the best of the best and the worst of the worst. You ain't gonna be out there cussing. You ain't gonna be shaming my Dr. Maribeth. She said, "Pray for Gentry, me." The NCGCC. God is not through with me yet. But if you gonna meet, I have been in. If you gonna meet a child where he at, I'm just saying. Literally, there was a young man that was in Walgreens a few months ago, and I got caught up in something similar to that. He was 11 years old, and I mean, he was cussing his mother completely out. Now I went in mama mode first because I'm in the aisle. I'm like, who kid? And when I got up to the front, his mom was literally screaming like, can you help me? Oh, really? Because I've been trying to get help for him. Can you help me? And did she recognize you or something? Kind of, sort of. Okay. And then he went, there's a children's psychiatrist, but the whole process of that is for it's like that bad. Yeah, it was that bad. He jumped over the counter and tried to hit one of the Walgreens workers. The police department came and they sent a CIT, unit. And they were so calm, but when he got up, he tried to grab one of the police officers' gun. Like, it was bad. Alvin. It was bad. So don't comment on this one. It was bad. You let your young have this one. But the tone didn't change. It didn't. His mother was upset. The bits right now. Like, wait a minute. That dude is chewing his own tongue. Yeah, he was. He was bad. But they were able to think about the show Benson and give myself good thoughts. Yes, you got to focus. Man. But yeah. So I've seen some bad situations, and you still have to remain calm and still gotta, stand and do what you do. Well, let me ask this question then to make sure Alvin don't jump in. Mm-hmm. Come on, Alvin. Do you see people? Of course, I never ask you to name names. Mm-hmm. I don't even ask you to say. what is it like when you see someone that comes up and they don't have the same passion? Give me some of the reasons you've seen why people have gone into some of these offices. Just how does that affect you when they don't really have the passion for the people and for the work?
To be honest, it irks me, but really it gets me hyped up more. It's kind of like, okay, you don't want to do the work. Like, for example, we have the redistricting that it would take place. It basically butchered my ward, but I've been telling my families I don't care anything about lines or anything about borders. You still have access to me because I'll be the future 10th ward. So my ward will be moving out closer to Skinker to Bolivar, closer that way versus down in the neighborhoods that I currently have.
That's where I grew up.
Yeah.
So I got a question. When you first got into this, was it more anxiety or anticipation or a mixture of the two?
I didn't have any anxiety. It was kind of natural for me. I was anticipating and I was excited. At first it caught me off guard because I was like, what did I just do? Like, it was very serious, and I take it very serious. A lot of people, what started happening is that people, I want to be in politics when they saw me, and I'm, okay, I'm encouraging, but it's not the lights and the glitz and the glamour. If you're not really in it with the heart of it, you are a disservice to the people. And I say that to everyone who, I'm looking into it. Okay, well, when you look into
What's some of the reasons people would do it if they don't have a heart for the people? Are there some advantages, or is it just a job?
No, it's not. Well, for me, it's a little bit of both. It's the advantage for me is that I'm actually helping my community, which is what I love.
But you already said your position is not a paid position.
Not a paid position.
So you clearly love it.
I love it. If I could get what, they just did the increase for the aldermen, so they're going to get double the pay. And I've heard a lot of, well, you all should be getting something too.
Hold on, let me do this right quick.
We play the classics too on Wake Up St. Louis MeTooMusic Morning Show.
I feel like I'm keeping you out of trouble for a minute because I saw your eyes shift a little bit.
I'm okay.
I don't want you getting in trouble here live on Wake Up St. Louis.
I won't be in trouble. That's the truth. We've been saying that consistently.
Man.
So, but yeah.
Uncle Byron Shirley, good morning. Reverend Elder Cornelius Beverly, William J. Bayless, good morning. Hey, Sister Peggy, good morning. This Tiffany Gilkey, y'all love song. I saw my sister's eyes shift. I don't want her going off on all the people.
No. I love my older person, so we're good.
Are we muted?
Not yet. It's classic, y'all. We taking you back. Somebody tag Tiffany. Let her know we playing her.
I'm good. It's Alvin.
Somebody tag Dr. Oscar Williams. Let him know we playing this song. He wrote this.
From the bottom of my heart.
That is the one and only, y'all, Tiffany Gilkey.
Tiffy.
She's a trader. She's in Texas, but we love her still.
Living her best life.
We love Tiffany. No, that's a St. Louis classic right there, written by Dr. Oscar Williams Jr. with Love Song right here on Wake Up St. Louis. Lady Joy Starks, top of the morning to you.
It's time for Today in History, brought to you by MeTooMusic's The Source, the digital download site to get great gospel music and more. Also, MeTooMusic's The Voice, the 24/7 online radio station giving a voice to St. Louis area gospel, and the MeTooMusic Minute, the weekly news keeping you in the loop of what's happening in our area. Just visit MeTooMusic.com, that's METOOmusic.com, for more info on all these and more. And now, Today in History.
Sister Yvette Moore, good morning.
Today in history, even though today is what, the 19th?
Yep.
Today is the 19th. The first Pan-African Congress organized in Paris by W.E. Du Bois in 1919. That happened on February the 19th, and I only got one more for this week going into February 21st. Get your hands out my pocket.
Malcolm X.
Malcolm X was assassinated.
Wow.
And I know y'all watched.
Godfather of Harlem.
No, the documentary on Malcolm X, like who really killed him.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
the whole
yeah.
conspiracy.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
when they took them to that mosque in, I think, Jersey or whatever.
Yeah,
it was.
man, I heard that story after watching that.
I didn't mean to say that live on the radio.
But I had heard that. I had heard that when I was in the 7th grade. My social studies teacher, he was Muslim, and like during,
I remember you said you had a real.
Yeah, and I never forgot that he went through like the whole, like he was like all the conspiracy theories. He went through the whole thing because he was from New Jersey.
Isn't it crazy in the documentary when they showed up to the man that they got to? Hadn't he just passed like a month or a week?
Yeah.
Or it was like weeks. He had just passed, so they couldn't really get down to the. Wow. Herman Watson Jr., good morning. That's your Today in History for today?
That's my Today in History. And remember, sweep around your own front door before you call me.
Before you try to sweep around mine. That's a good one. Fact checker says the shooter was on a certain congressman's TV commercial. Yeah, sure it was, because that was on the decocumentary. They actually saw, you could actually see him on there. Yep. Oh, man. Huh?
Debbie Tuxon. I haven't seen her.
Where you see that? You must see something I don't see. But, yeah, that's that. Good one right there. Alvin Quinn.
It's weather, traffic, and other info. Weather, traffic, and other info on Wake Up St. Louis. Wake Up St. Louis.
It is currently, y'all, 43 degrees in the St. Louis metropolitan area. It's 8:42 a.m. Today's high would be 60 degrees. Low overnight is 38. Forecast today is sunshine and a few afternoon clouds with a 1% chance of rain. Don't forget, Wake Up St. Louis is powered by MeTooMusic's The Voice, the 24/7 online station, giving a voice to St. Louis area gospel. To hear all of the music we play here every weekend plus more, just visit MeTooMusic.com, and to purchase a lot of the music, this music plus more, click on the source while at MeTooMusic.com. And to keep up with all of these announcements and flyers, click on the MeTooMusic Minute, hosted by our own, the future Dr. Tiandra Bland, while at MeTooMusic.com. Want to say thank you to every single person that has donated to us on this day. Miss Claudia Penny Brown, good morning, Miss Penny. Thank you for your donation. Marla, the secretary. Thank you, Marla, for your donation. Jeff Hopgood, thank you, brother, for your donation. Thank you more so for saying that Yogi was lighter than me. I appreciate that.
That is not true.
Major Terrell, my boy.
That is false.
Good morning, man, and thank you for your donation as always. And also to Alexander Plummer, thank you, brother, for every week that you donate. We thank y'all. We're just so grateful for y'all. Thank you for your donations. It helps us keep this show going, helps us to pay these bills, and keep things happening around here. TJ Ivy, good morning and good morning. There was something I was gonna ask. Hold up, I gotta say this. I'm so glad you're here. I can't believe Rob is not here and Don. Have y'all seen the videos going around on the internet this past week about the fact that Life, the movie Life with Eddie Murphy and Martin, is James. The unofficial. No, it's the unofficial. They showing proof that it's the unofficial sequel to Harlem Nights.
I didn't see that.
Fact checker, you know that?
It's going on. Go look it up. It's going around on the internet. They're saying because of the movie company and all, they couldn't they couldn't directly tie it because of the contracts and all that, but they're saying it's the unofficial sequel. They point out a lot of stuff. Remember when Eddie Murphy, Ray, and Cornbread was fighting? And he knocked down Eddie Murphy, and Eddie Murphy say, I know an old blank in Harlem that hit harder than you.
Yeah.
Oh. I'm in charge of the girl.
Remember that Eddie Murphy's character is from New York, is from Harlem. All of that. Yeah, they're saying it's they said it happened 10 years later. You see, it's kind of during the same era, the same period. They said it's an unofficial.
And they did leave Harlem.
Yeah, they say it's an unofficial sequel, and that they just they couldn't, they didn't really tie it in. But it's a lot. If you go online, man, you'll see a lot of connections. It's actually pretty interesting. Whether it's true or not, it's worth looking at. It's very entertaining when they make you see some things that we haven't really paid attention to all these years.
Today years old when we found that out.
Yeah. I was yesterday day old. Kevin Kelly, my brother, thank you for your donation. Thank you. Pastor Karen Jethro, good morning to you. Jeff Hopgood said he's been saying that for years. But yep, there's that scene. That's that scene that really solidifies it when he says, I know an old blank up in Harlem that hit harder than you.
But then it throws it off when you talk about Ray's Boom Boom Room.
Right.
But I don't know, because look at it. That's the kind of club that he had in Harlem Nights.
Where they?
Yeah. So ain't that crazy? That's pretty cool. I thought that was interesting this week.
Yeah, that was good.
Thought that was interesting.
Go back.
It's time to play your game.
Okay, if you could live anywhere in the world for 1 year, anywhere in the world, just for a year, where would you live? Let's go.
Wellston, Missouri. I know.
I'm kidding.
Shout out to Wellston.
Where would it be? Anywhere for 1 year. Bert Coleman, Bertram, my brother. Good morning. Y'all don't know?
I'd probably go to Dubai.
I would go with that. Somewhere warm.
Pastor Darnell Banks, who's always on here every week except this week. His in-laws live in Dubai. So his children go there and visit all the time, and he goes occasionally, every night, he and his wife.
Yeah, my niece's grandmother was working over there.
Really?
With this year being there, is it paid for or am I paying for it?
Well, it says if you could live anywhere for a okay, let's say it's
Dream
paid
big.
for.
Oh, okay.
Dream big.
Yeah, dream big.
Because if not, I was going back to Wellston.
Okay, so we got the committee woman, y'all, my committee woman.
Good
Even though I
morning.
live in Illinois, she's still my committee woman, Yolanda Yancey.
Thank you. I'm
Tell us so your ward is you said you're going to be inheriting the 10th ward soon? Is that what you said?
So when they reduced the wards from 28 wards to 14 after April, then my ward will officially become, we are right now the forever fabulous 18th ward that I named. I love it. But we are currently the future 10th ward because it's going down to 14 wards. So
you'll in the future be the 10th ward, which you're going to get what wards that exist now? Do you know?
So like I said, I'll have the 20, I'm still in the old one. So Academy, Sherman Park, Skinker to Bolivar, headed
Academy,
out.
Sherman Park. That's
in
off
my
Kings
ward
Highway and
so that's over by Minister Gill's
Kings Highway and
going towards Dillmore.
Yeah.
So I'm currently over towards that way too. Anyway, so.
Which is why y'all do a lot of stuff in Fountain Park.
Well, Fountain Park is my heartbeat. You know, I'm born and raised over there, so
that's where you were raised. So did you know Pastor Alfonso growing up?
My brothers probably did.
Because I can't say what I want to say on air, but he was one of the ones that kind of that area.
Yep, he just told me he was like track boy. I'm like, yeah.
He stayed. They still own the house on Fountain.
For those of y'all who don't know, what
he owns the house right across the street from Fountain Park.
For those of y'all who don't know what Track Boys is,
orange and blue.
We're right. It was a group of young men and women who sung at a Cozy church.
Affiliates
that are still in the neighborhood, supporting the neighborhood. They actually really do support us. Dr. King's statue is in Fountain Park, and we're proud of that. And they removed him to go clean him up and stuff. When I say I was getting phone calls and door knocks, who took Dr. King? Where he at? I'm like, he's coming back. We're proud of that. And so, Homer G. Phillips grew up right. I mean, his house is right there.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
I want to hear the Homer G. Phillips. Hold on, go ahead.
It's got to do with Homer G. Phillips.
Finish. You said he grew up there. And
no,
then,
not grew up. His house before he got murdered is on Albert, right there in the heartbeat of Fountain. So
they should do a movie on that whole thing.
Thank you. I'm gonna talk to Monica Butler.
So what happened with the naming with the Homer G. Phillips clinic that's on she put her head down. Never
you're
mind.
gonna get in trouble.
Never mind.
No, I'm not going to get in trouble.
Never mind.
That is currently an issue that's being debated by representatives from the Ville neighborhood that definitely should be in joining with the community. That's a big issue, a big topic. They've been protesting and all of that down there for the new. I think it's a 3 room. It's down by the NGA, by the Old Raymond Church. So so they built that. So I think that there's still a hot topic.
That's the Cass area.
Yeah, they moved it
right before you get to Martin Luther King.
Jeff Hopgood said he would live in Costa Rica. My big sister said Switzerland. Marla said Hawaii. She stayed for 6 weeks and enjoyed every minute. So I was talking about Fountain. I was telling you that my boy Pastor Fonzito, they still own the house. So the question I wanted to know is, you said you're going to be extending to Skinker and De Bolivar. That's literally
going the opposite direction.
That's like 2 streets over from where I grew up, right at well, you said Skinker and De Bolivar. Wait a minute.
They call it Skinker De Bolivar, so it's like that
Skinker
whole
because they
area.
run parallel. I was about to say, I'm saying Skinker and De Bolivar, like it don't cross. They run parallel. That's my old stomping ground. That's my old hood. Grew up right there, Washington, right off Delmar. We had the Buy Right store. That's where we did our shopping. We had Steve's Chinaman. We had London and Sons.
Where they was buying both the 2 boxes of cereals to mix.
Right, that's where he did his shop.
Well, no, you didn't buy groceries in there. Because that's the thing about the neighborhood stores. A loaf of bread was $20. Yeah. We had to drive all the way to Schnuck somewhere just to get a 78-cent loaf of bread because the neighborhood store was ripping us off. But that's the crazy thing. You go in there to buy cigarettes and candy. That was the crazy thing.
Yep.
So, yeah, anyway.
Ours was David Lee. So, yeah, I was going around there.
So you're extending all the way pretty much to the end of St. Louis, going into U-City area.
Pretty much.
Wow. But you're going to cover all the way. So you start where? You said.
So it's a couple of precincts right at Lewis Place. Because currently I have 9 neighborhoods.
Wow.
So I have Lewis Place, a little bit of the Vanderveer, North Sarah Apartments over that way. I had some of Midtown, where Corner Ritter is, going over into Fountain Park, a little bit of Central West End, Academy Sherman Park. So I have Covenant Blue. So I cover those neighborhoods currently. So,
any questions you got? Nope. You got to go, don't you? We enjoyed you. Good conversation
Come on,
today.
Bishop. Right.
Good conversation, Doc.
All right, Doc.
But if you all are not busy on the 27th, I'm busy. The 27th, I just got invited to.
Father, when I get all the applause.
All the applause. No, the men of Alpha Phi Alpha, I got a call to come. They're having basically like a panel on the 27th of February, and it's at Ballpark Village.
Terrence Price, talking about you.
Ballpark Village. So on the Lowe's, I think
What
it's
date?
the Lowe's stage, February 27th. So it's that Monday. So I'll be busy all next week.
So let me ask you this question real quick. That meant her. You don't cover over there, Cass, where you were saying where the home of G. Phillips. That's not your area, okay? Because that's closer to y'all. That's where y'all church is in that area.
Yeah, well, he's. No, that's not them either.
That's not the same ward. He's just kind of close. I'm saying he's semi-close.
He's closer to me than he is downtown.
Okay. So the question I have, since we're about to go, we got to wrap this up. What can the listening audience, everybody listening, what is it that we can do to help you do what you do for our neighborhoods and for our area? What is it that we can do? How can we be involved?
First of all, I need everyone to continue to local elections matter. You know, everybody usually waits for the presidential elections and we gonna vote this one in. No, it's your local elections. That's the meat and the heartbeat of how the community thrives. And so if you, and I get a lot of times that people get mad and, well, it doesn't matter. It really does matter. The next thing is when you have community events and you got community service projects that are going, join in with them. A lot of times, I know in the city we have block units, the Federation of Block Units and everything. My grandmother was an avid block unit captain. So kind of make it, start block by block. We love you.
We love you too. Pastor Steve going.
Pastor Steve. Bishop-elect. But yeah, so your local
your mama know you got on denim coming to church? You must not be preaching today. You preaching?
He gonna put a robe on.
You put a robe on.
He putting a robe on.
I gotta roll.
Come on, we didn't interrupt. Go.
So starting in your local neighborhoods, working with I do a lot of partnerships. Like I said, I work with the Ethical Society of Police. I work with the Urban League. I work with anybody that's really willing to do partnerships, and that's what we've been doing. And that's the base of it. Start with your own home. Clean up. Neighborhood cleanups are really good, but I say clean up your own house first, and then it'll spread to the neighborhood. Make sure the trash in your alleys. That's not what all the persons do. That's what the community does. So just taking care of your house. You sending the kids out. It's the little things. That's the social worker side. When you got children that are taking the trash out and they're not tall enough to reach the trash can, show your children. Teach them how to properly put it in there. Help them. Because what happens is that those bags fall out and they're all over the alley, and then you got a mess. And I've gone out and done pop-up cleanups. That's not part of my job. It's just that I am OCD and I can't stand the filth. So I'll do it myself versus, a lot of times people are upset, but you have to call city services and make those reports when you see the potholes and things like that. Now, if they don't follow up, then you go
So
ahead
that's
and get
for the community to do.
Yeah, you call.
Because all I do is complain and wonder why they haven't fixed it yet.
Yep.
So I need to be calling Cahokia about when you get out 255 and that dip in the street, that big old pothole.
Mm-hmm. Or if they have an online, we have a city service online. That
do you have to
call.
prove that you live in that area, or you can just call?
I don't know about Illinois, but you can just call and make the reports. Because a lot of times, if you're riding around the city, like if you see the street lights blinking, you can actually go online and make that report for it to be repaired and all of that. Yeah.
Like when your street lights go out, like there's a number actually on the pole that when you call down to City Hall or whatever, whatever area you're in, give them that number, and they within, I think it's 30 days. It depends. I know in the counties within 30 days they come out. They don't know that the light is out.
Yeah, they'll give you a receipt. You can follow up on it, and then you can fuss and say, well, nothing is being done. Yeah. But in our community, we have NIS specialists, and so I work closely. Again, Kevin Bailey was my NIS specialist for a number of years, and then we've had.
No, Kevin did that.
Yep, Chavette. We've had a number of them, and I just had another guy that just came on board, so we work closely together.
Y'all, that's my committee woman, Yolanda Yancey.
Doing the work.
Marla says, 2, go to the meeting and let your voice be heard in person. They act fast when you show up. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I mean, like, just start with the basic things, just to piggyback on what she said. Like, find out who your alderman is, right?
Start at ground one.
And get the number. Like, literally, start there.
Yep, I give out cards. I give out flyers. I do a lot of the social media and everything because it's, it surprises me. I be assuming people know, but I had to really look back and like, well, they don't know who their alderman is.
No,
they don't know who the committee person is. What is a committee person?
Because I absolutely didn't know and don't know. Ronald Hite, good morning. So, like I told you, I grew up off of Washington and Delmar. Right at you said not DeBolivar, DePere. It's like a couple streets over from DeBolivar. And back in the day, I grew up there. My first 19, almost 20 years of life. Graduated high school over there, everything. We used to have those Saturdays. I forgot what they used to call them, Mama. You on here listening?
St. Paul Saturday?
Nah, that don't sound familiar. But it'd be like once every quarter or something, once a month, where the neighborhood had to get out and clean up our own neighborhood.
Oh, Operation Brightside.
Operation Brightside, yeah.
I still do Operation Brightside.
We still do that?
Operation Brightside.
I'm talking about the whole neighborhood be in the alley sweeping.
The trash bags, and it's still an Operation Brightside program. You can go and get shovels and rakes and all that, take them out for the day, you bring them back, and that's why I say you can do it block by block. I've done those neighborhood cleanups.
She call it Operation Yogi.
Operation Yogi side.
Right. When they came out with it, they had it on the trash cans that sat in the alley, right side, and it was on the the trucks. It was on the side of the truck.
I'm still an advocate of old school work. Operation Brightside is still a program, and they still function today. It just depends on your community and your neighborhood, but you can actually do one with no problem. It's online as well.
Man, we used to. That actually used to be a lot of fun. The only thing that made it fun for us, because as kids, kids don't want to clean up. But what made it fun was when everybody else mama made their kids get out and clean up just like us. So we were all out there doing it. Yep. But it also instilled in us something, because when you have to clean up something, it makes you more aware
of not.
So I can remember times as a kid, other kids would get on other kids if they threw paper down. It's like, man, we got to clean it up, get that up.
Man, I seen
Operation Brightside.
I seen where our church was in the city in Walnut Park, and
Eli Emmanuel LaBox Shanakta by
my pastor, Reverend Cleveland Quinn.
Lamar Sabachthani. That was the name of it.
No, it's just Eli Emmanuel Baptist Church. But anyway,
Shout
so
out
when
New
they did the cleanup thing, so it was like we don't have this anymore in the neighborhoods. You got that guy, just the OG of the block, right? Like this is my home, this is my domain, right? And like Walnut Park always kind of like had his issues or whatnot. It was these cats. They were in it was a Cutlass. I'll never forget it. Photo Cutlass. And they were sitting there drinking, and one dude had took his bottle out and he threw it on the ground. Right, man, that dude walked out his house with a baseball bat and just started busting windows. And told that dude, pick that bottle up, right? And then he said, and you better pick it up and don't make sudden move, because he was old school. He
don't make sudden move.
And we was sitting, we was I think rehearsal or something. We was sitting there. He's like, I don't play. And he got loud. He called my daddy. I don't play that mother.
Man. Y'all, that's my committee woman, Yolanda Yancey. This has been a great day for me. Very informative, even for me. Because the truth is, I guess I was busy doing other things in life. Never really got off into, actually shied away from a lot of the politics side of life. Probably because I grew up witnessing so much corruption in politics. It made me turn 100% completely away. And I realize even today that there still has to be balance even in politics. So there's some things that maybe I complain about that happens in my community, but there's some things that I can do
that we have to be responsible for. And on a side, I'm looking at positive politics when we are held accountable. And my thing was to always be transparent and accessible. And so that's what I pride myself on doing and to continue to do. We still have National Night Out events that are major that, our elected officials come by. We've had community vendors that come out and everything. And it used to be in August. Now it's in October. And so we've been having ours in Beckett Park, really big. And I even brought Ralph Mason and Edutainment and Major and them. They've come out the last 2 or 3 years volunteering. Positive Zone have come out and volunteer. So when we have these community events.
Bring them back.
When we have these community events, we need you all to come out and support and donate your time. A lot of time people want the dollar and all that, and I understand that. But when it's community events and we're trying to reach the community, be a blessing to somebody. And I've been blessed to have that rapport with people to where they come out and actually support the events. We got Juneteenth that's coming out. Juneteenth has been major in Fountain Park for years before folks started talking about Juneteenth. We were having it over there, and so we're having it again this year. We've had movie nights, and there's a man that's in the neighborhood, Mr. Taylor. He's 90-some years old. When I say historian, he knows his family members back in slavery, names and everything. And he really, really brought Juneteenth over in our area. So, so big things like that. But I like working with everybody, so we good.
That's my committee woman, y'all, Yolanda Yancey. I really am, all jokes aside, just happy to see just how she grew up, how she turned out, and what she's doing to help our people, man, and just help our community. And when I say our people, come on, y'all already know, I ain't just talking about black people. I'm talking about us, we people, we human beings. But she's doing the work where it matters and where we need to see change. Where a lot of us, just to be honest with you, have given up and walked away. She's there.
Aaron, she's not getting paid to do
and
this.
She's not. That's the whole point. She's not getting
and she's volunteering a lot of her time.
And coming out of her pocket for a lot of stuff. And now you notice we didn't just do that so that we can now raise an offering. We didn't just ring the bell. We just letting you all know so you all know what's happening. So the next time y'all see her on Facebook, and if she says she's running for this and she's doing a fundraiser, y'all know she's the real deal.
Well, however you can help her.
However, if she called for cleaning up, if she's calling for help donating prom dresses, if she's calling for help, it's the real work, man.
If she needs help throwing hands, we there.
Now that I appreciate. I haven't had to make those calls. The community really does look out for me, and I had an incident a couple of weeks ago, and I'll talk about that on social media later. Yeah. But the community really did look out and watch for me, and I'm thankful for that. And I'm grateful for that.
Pastor Zito says, "I would love to talk to you, Miss Yancey. I think we know the same people. That's who grew up in Fountain Park.
Okay.
They still own the house. Pastor Andre Downing, people are asking for your cash app. Can you even accept cash gifts?
Not on the political side, but if you want to. So I'm going to always give to Film Camp USA, Gospel Music Hall of Fame. If you all want to donate to those things, my cash app is $YoDiva25.
Let me put it up.
So it's capitalized all the way. It's $YoDiva $25. And then if you want to give to the Hall of Fame or Film Camp, those are online as well. You can just go up under the Gospel Music Hall of Fame, Missouri, and we'll make sure that it'll get to the proper entities. But usually when they give that, I put it right back into the community. I don't know. I have a hard time. People say I don't like to receive, but that's all I know is to give. So
there it is. It's on screen.
Awkward.
Y'all see it. Thank you, Marla. Marla posted it too. Miss Jade Miko Scott, thank you. Pastor Andre Downing's church is actually in your ward. He's on Kings Highway in Delmar. Isn't that your ward? I'm gonna tell you where he is. He's across the street from where y'all supposed to be doing the history museum.
He already works with Monica. He works with us already.
Angelic Temple.
Yeah, I know them. We got some things working with them.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Holy Corners is gonna pop. The bell should ring again, so you all stay tuned. And
oh yeah,
we got Gospel Day at Busch Stadium again this year in September. I forgot the date.
I didn't get my invite to sing my solo.
Oh, we gonna okay.
I don't even want to make you lie.
Because I will call you on that.
I don't even want to make you lie. You about to lie on a Sunday morning.
I will get you
St. Louis MeTooMusic Morning Show.
She about to lie.
I'm finna get you on the stage.
Oh, this is an appropriate song. This is your theme song. Kenny, I'm about to say Kenny G. Kenny DeShields, y'all imagine right here. Love y'all. I gotta go to rehearsal.
All of our idols, all of our pride. What if we laid our weapons down? What if we walked in each other's shoes? What if we saw another point of view? What if we came together now? Imagine what the world would look like if we put a difference inside. Imagine what the world would look like. Imagine what the world would look like if we put a difference inside. Imagine what the world would look like. 'Cause I hear blood crying from the ground. Somebody's baby been shot down. In this darkness, is there healing for their sorrow? Can we just stay in the fight? It won't happen overnight. We gotta wake up, we can't wait until tomorrow. So bring your policies and politics and lay them on the altar. Your offenses, your past tenses, and let them go. if we put our differences aside. Imagine what the world will look like.
It's Wake Up St. Louis, MeTooMusic Morning Show.
Yeah.